So this is going to be the last video I do on this topic because I don't want to milk it too much. But more people have come out and spoke about the eye poke situation. Some people like Demetrious Johnson are like trying to justify eye pokes, which I think is crazy. And I know what you're all going to say. Well, he's a multi-time champion. He's a GOAT. He knows more than you, no bro Mo. Yeah, he does. But at the same time, it's a fucking dumb take. So we're going to call him out for it. I like DJ. It's a dumb take though. We have other people talking about the eye poke. We got Aljo Sterling calling Tom Aspinall a quitter, which is quite ironic considering how he won the title. Okay. And we have Jim Miller coming to the defense, and Ariel Helwani. I can't believe I'm going to side with Ariel Helwani here and agree with him with a pretty good argument, which no one else is actually bringing up. We'll get to all of this today. We'll start with Demetrious Johnson, though. He's trying to justify eye pokes. And in my opinion, you can't do it because there's been fighters that have never eye poked. Not one time. You have fighters that have never eye poked, and it's always the same fighters that eye poke. Ciryl Gane does it in every fight pretty much. He's a dirty fighter. John Jones has got the most eye pokes in the UFC, I'm pretty sure. There's like Michael Chandler is eye pokes, dirty fight. It's the same people over and over again. It's not just like, oh, well, it happens to everyone. Because it doesn't happen to everyone. For the most part, it's the same people doing it over and over and over again. But we're going to listen to what DJ says, and we're going to react to it.
Once again, it's MMA. If somebody's coming at me and I go like this, it's my hands coming out. It's a natural reaction. It's a natural reaction. That's one thing people don't understand. Like,
I'm not trying to tell DJ how to train, but you are pretty much taught in training, because I've done some training, to keep your hands closed. Natural reaction or not, you are trained and you're taught to keep your hands closed so you don't poke people in the fucking eye. That's what you're taught. Guard up, hands closed. That's what you're taught, DJ. You're not taught, oh, well, if you poke someone in the eye, it's alright because it's just a natural reaction. It's a foul. It's an illegal move. You're not allowed to do it. And you're taught to keep your hands in a fist. You know you are, DJ. Okay? And he goes on about Muay Thai. This ain't Muay Thai, brother. This ain't Muay Thai. It's not Muay Thai. Okay? It's MMA. It's different.
when you do Muay Thai, when you kick, you need your hands out. Even in the gloves, when I throw a kick, my hands are open inside the gloves. You know, I love how people are like, oh, there's so many eye pokes in MMA. Guys, my fucking hands are open. And people don't understand.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be, should they? That's a problem. And if they're open, right, and you're like this, fingers up to the sky, and you're palming someone's face like that, that's obviously fine. When you're like this, DJ, that's where the problem is, because you're not going to poke someone in the eye doing this. You will if you do that. And that's what people are doing. They're doing this, not that. It's fucking different. I can't believe I'm having to tell Demetrious Johnson that you need to keep your hands closed when you fight people. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. I don't get it.
Understand, they always talk about, when are we going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts? Newsflash, you're never fucking going to do it.
Yeah, but you can though. Yeah, but you can fix it by penalising them for it. Ciryl Gane got what he eye poked Tom Aspinall earlier on in the fight. Right, you go back and watch it. Not as bad, but he did it. I think once or twice. He got warned for it. He then did this eye poke. Nothing came of it. It was a no contest. DQ him. He's done it 3 times in the same fucking fight. He's been warned twice already. He does it again. DQ the fucking guy. It's a foul. It's consistent. He does it over and over and over again. How do you fix it? You penalise the fighters. You take away points. You DQ them. You say, if you do it one more time, you're getting disqualified. And I guarantee the hands will go from this to this in a fucking instant because they don't want to get DQ'd. That's how you fix it. All these fouls that people are doing in MMA, there's no penalising for it. I think it was Derek Lewis or someone that said that he'll do it just to get a breather. Or someone, you can correct me if I'm wrong. pretty sure it was someone like that. They poke him in the eye to get a breather because they know nothing will happen. Because nothing will happen because it's a fucking joke. Shit, fouls need to be called out. Like, I'm not even just saying this big because it's Tom. I was saying it for Michael Chandler's fight against Charles. Or was it Charles? Yeah, I think it was Charles. Because I called out Keith Peterson. He didn't do anything. He just watched the whole fucking thing. What's the point in having these illegal moves if you can just do them with no consequence? That's the problem. There's no consequence for fouling. That's why John Jones did it in every single fight. Hands out here like this, poking people's eyes. You never get penalised for it. So people are going to do it. That's how you fix it.
Because as human beings, our natural reaction when somebody comes towards us is to open my hands and stick my hands out.
But you're a trained fighter, DJ. You've been trained and taught to keep your hands fucking closed and not to poke people in the fucking eye. You're in a fight in a cage. You can anticipate I'm probably going to get punched here. It isn't like you're just out in the open and all of a sudden someone comes up to you randomly and swings at you. Obviously, you're going to go, whoa, and flinch. You're in the cage. You know you're in a fight. Keep your hands closed.
When I throw a body kick, when you learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks.
Can I just say, right, look. Let's just say this is accurate, right? Let me go full screen. Who is this guy eye poking? A fucking midget. A midget. Like, who is he fighting here? Someone that's fucking 4 foot tall. His hand is like angling down. It's not up here where the guy's eyes are. Unless he's fighting someone that's literally 5 foot tall. It's not doing this down here to keep them at range. Isn't the same as doing that to the fucking eye, DJ. Come on, man. You're smarter than this. You're smarter than this, DJ.
You learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks. And obviously the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just went in his hand.
The correct technique to do. Guys, listen, that's the correct technique. You just got to dig your fingers into someone's eyeballs. That's the correct technique. Oh, I don't know that. I don't know if the correct technique is to gouge someone's eyes out. What the fuck? The correct technique, guys. Here it is in all its glory, all its beauty. Let me just make myself a little smaller, just so you can see the proper technique, guys. If you weren't sure of how to throw a kick, that's the correct technique. You throw a body kick and you poke them in the fucking eye. Two eyes, by the way. That's the correct technique. Oh my God.
Right? If you go back and watch John Jones, he's a great eye poker, but if you go back and watch the greats who do body kick, if you go back and watch my fights, when I throw body kicks,
if you go back and watch John Jones, what a great example, DJ. What is he on about?
Kicks, or I throw leg kicks, my hands are here, they're open. So once again, you're never going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts unless you put us in gloves that are like in actual like boxing gloves.
Or just, well, no, that's not true, DJ, because there's fighters that haven't had eye pokes. Jim Miller talks about it. He's had the most wins in UFC history. He's never eye poked anyone. Never eye poked, and the most fights, I believe, in UFC history. In all those fights, he's never eye poked a single person. Never. And we got Aljo Sterling weighing in on it. Oh, God. This guy's qualified to talk about quitting, by the way, because that's how he won the belt. I mean, if you want to say, you know, Aljo got kneed to the head, it was worse than Tom Aspinall's eye poke, you can say that, whatever. But this guy literally won a belt. He was losing the entire fight. By the way, went longer than a round, went like 3 rounds. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was 3 rounds, 4 rounds. Losing the entire fight, got kneed, and then he fucking led on the floor and was like, whatever. So if, you know, it's kind of ironic, isn't it?
I think the topic of the hour, as with everybody, is Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane and what actually happened. Was he milking it? Was he using his best Aljo Sterling acting attributes to take home the gold? Now, I know y'all think I'm going to be on the side of Tommy, but I'm not.
Oh, wow. Well, you'd know, wouldn't you, Aljo? You'd know. You'd know what it's like to quit, I guess. It's just ironic, isn't it? It's just ironic. It's like Anthony Smith commenting on it. Like, Smith, you curl up in the ball in every single fight that you have. Who the fuck are you to comment on this stuff?
I'm not. I'm not in the sense that he posted after the fight his eye, and we got to see the damage. And apparently, from what was posted, it looks like everything is okay. But I have so many questions, man. I have so many questions.
Yeah, so there's not like any like trauma to the eye on the outside or whatever, but he needs a follow up. Okay, so this is what MMA fans go to, and MMA fucking Aljo Sterling with the IQ of a fucking caveman. Because there's no injury, therefore he wasn't compromised. Because there's no injury to the eye, there's no like trauma inflicted to the eyes, even though we saw 2 fingers go deep into his eye sockets, right? Because there's no actual like physical damage to the eye socket, the eyeball, the eyelid, therefore it didn't hurt him and he was fine. I just don't. What do they want? Do they want Tom could literally go blind and then say, Michael Bisping fought blind. Tom Aspinall's a pussy. He could literally go blind. He could lose an eyeball, and people would still say, "Oh, well, Mike Bisping did it," just because there's no like legit fucking like eyeball fucking damage, right? Doesn't mean that Ciryl Gane didn't dig his fucking French baguette fingers in his eye sockets deep, fucking deep. We all saw the replay. I feel like people, when the replay was playing, just went, "Nope, I'm not going to watch this now. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it." You can see him dig in, man. Just stop being fucking gay. You know what I mean?
He got double zoinked. I get it. But the one that got zoinked the worst, like where it looked like the nail, the middle finger went in a little bit further. He wasn't even complaining about that eye. He was complaining about the other one, which would look to me on camera, the right eyeball. Mind you, the reason why I think this does not look good, and I'm going to just say it straight, Tommy Aspinall was losing that fight.
People keep saying this, and I agree. Ciryl Gane was winning the first round. However, he was winning the round by 3 significant strikes. And the only reason why people were saying Ciryl Gane beating the shit out of Tom was because his nose got busted open by a jab, and his nose started bleeding. Okay. And Aljamain, anyone can say the same thing about you. You were losing the fight multiple rounds, and then you took the easy way out. But you don't like to be questioned on that. And let's not forget, after you won the belt doing that, you paraded yourself around like you were the champion, bro. You paraded yourself around like you were the champ. Let's not do this, alright? He was losing that fight, guys. And then he got eye poked. Like, yeah, he was losing the fight by 3 significant strikes. Go back and watch the fight. Tom Aspinall was landing stuff. He was throwing head kicks, spinning back kicks. You know, he was landing nice straights down the middle. Low kicks were working well for him. Ciryl Gane was looking good as well. He was winning the round by 3 strikes. Go look at the stats and a busted open nose. The optics didn't look great for Tom. I mean, the optics, obviously. But that's pretty much it. It's just because he had a... If Tom Aspinall's nose wasn't bleeding, I don't think we'd be saying this. And if Tom Aspinall wasn't so dominant on everyone else, like he has been, I think the whole narrative is, well, Ciryl Gane lasted a full round. Tom Aspinall's a fraud. Because Tom Aspinall, the standard we have for Tom Aspinall is like, he knocks people out in 1 minute. If it goes further than 1 minute, 2 minutes, the guy's a fucking fraud. You know what I mean? It's a really weird narrative. But it's also good for Tom because that just shows how dominant he's been. He has a close round with someone, therefore he's shit. You know what I mean? Who else can say that? Forget about John Jones having a close fight with Dominic Reyes. Forget about John Jones going 5 rounds with Anthony Smith. Okay. Tom Aspinall has a close round one. The guy's a fraud, right? Crazy.
Right away, the guy is saying, I can't see. That is the one thing I have to say. Tommy really, really fucked up. You can't say, I can't see. We know those are the nail in the coffin to any fight.
What do you want him to say? Oh, I can see bloody fine, Jason. Put me back in there, son, when he's like this. Yeah, I can see fucking fine, mate. Get me back in there. Let me carry on fighting. He's not going to... If he can't see, he's not going to go in and say that he can see, is he? Aljo Sterling. What do you want him to do? Go out and get knocked out when one eye's shut and one eye's fucking blurry? I don't get these people. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's just Aljo. But it's so fucking... It's so... I don't get people. I feel like I'm living in a cuckoo land where everyone's just like, I've gone through a black hole and I'm in an alternate universe where people see... We literally saw Ciryl Gane's baguette fingers digging into Aspinall's eye sockets deep, and people are going, yeah, I think he quit because he got out-jabbed by 3 punches and he had a nosebleed. And then we got DC as well. Like, what? Why did DC do this, man? Why did DC do this at the end of the fucking fight? This is what made it worse. This is why he couldn't continue. Because DC's fucking poking him in the eye, the fat cunt. Not a lot of people saw this. I've not seen I've not seen anyone talk about this. And it's that bad. If you look at the back here, on this pole, blood splats from Tom Aspinall's from the back of his head onto the corner there. It's deadly. And then we got this as well. I just wanted to include this. So John Jones reposted this onto his story, comparing the times, which I said would happen in my why this is a lose-lose for Tom Aspinall. If we're doing that, we could just say Yuri Prohaska is better than John Jones. Carlos Ulberg is better than John Jones. Khalil Roundtree is better than John Jones because they have beaten John Jones's last few heavyweight title opponents quicker than what he did. He took Reyes 5 rounds. Yuri knocked him out. Ulberg knocked him out in the first round. And Khalil Roundtree knocked out Anthony Smith in the 3rd round. Who hasn't finished Anthony Smith at this point? Who hasn't finished Dominic Reyes at this point? The dude went on a 3-fight fucking KO streak. So we could just play that game if we wanted to. We're not going to, though. We have Jim Miller here. This is from February. 57 fights in the UFC. Now, I know people are going to say, well, Jim Miller's never been a champion. He might not have been a champion, but he's very, very experienced. And he thinks the gloves aren't the problem. And we're going to play and we're going to listen to Jim Miller.
You want to know a secret? I've got hours inside the octagon wearing these gloves. It's not the gloves. Look, I can close my fist. I can bend the ends of my fingers without the glove even moving. So if it was the glove that held my hand open, I could still go like that. But like most of these eye pokes, it's like...
That's exactly what I was saying about DJ being like, well, you know, in Muay Thai, you know, you're taught to keep your hands open. It's like, yeah, like that. Not like that. Not like fucking that, DJ. If you're gonna like palm someone's head away or the chest away to create distance and sound, but people are fucking doing this. They're like that. They're not like this. Ciryl Gane wasn't doing this to Tom Aspinall. He was doing that to Tom Aspinall. If his fingers were up, he'd be fucking palming his nose away. But he didn't, did he?
Like that. My hand's not getting held open like that. Are you fucking kidding me? What causes the eye pokes is that little bitch inside that's like being passive and avoiding the fight and not being aggressive. And that little voice needs to get punished by an immediate point being taken away.
Yes.
And in my opinion, a portion of the purse. And then I think you would see him stop real quick because it's not the gloves.
You would 100% see people stop doing it if they got a point taken off, or I don't know about the deduction of the purse because it is an accident. At the end of the day, I don't think you should take someone's money for it, but you should definitely deduct a point, and if they continue doing it over and over again, like what Ciryl Gane does, disqualify him from the fight. It's a foul. It's a foul. You see it in football, and fucking, in football, any other sport, right? Basketball, football, or soccer, whatever you want to call it, rugby, blah, blah, blah. All these different sports, right? If you foul in that sport, intentional or not, depending on the severity, and this one was pretty fucking deep and serious, you get, like, say in football or soccer, you get a yellow card, or you get a red card, or yellow and then a second yellow and then a red, right? Whether it's intentional, whether it's an accident, whether it doesn't fucking matter. If it's a foul, you get fucking penalised for it. In MMA, they just don't do anything. They just don't do anything about it. They just fucking go, stop doing that. Stop it right now. And then does it one more time. I'm warning you again, mister. If you do it again, I'm going to give you another warning. And then they do it to the point where the fight stopped. Oh, we'll just do it. We'll just do a no contest. Like, no, it's a fucking disqualification, bro. It's a DQ. And that was Jim in February. He also said something about the actual Aspinall eye poke. Because that was in February, this was recent. So we got, if we spent the most time in the octagon throwing punches at opponents at the highest level of the sport, shouldn't there be some eye pokes coming from guys like myself, or Frankie Edgar, or RDA, or Clay Guida, or all these other guys? Shouldn't that be the way it goes? The more time you spend doing this, the more eye pokes you have, because they're incidental. They're just part of the sport. It's not a fucking accident. You can control it. All you have to fucking do is penalise the motherfucker that's doing it. It's a good point, but people will say, oh, these guys have not been at the top of the sport. It's like, what? So basically, what you're saying is, to be at the top of the sport and to be at the pinnacle of MMA, you need to eye poke and foul. Is that, because if that's the argument, well, Jim Miller and fucking Clay Guida, who are those guys? They've never been at the top of the sport. Okay, RDA has, Frankie Edgar has, but Jim Miller, he's never won a title in his life. So basically what you're saying is, in order to win a title, you need to foul. Cool. I just don't understand how this is even a debate. Eye poke is a foul. It's a foul. Whether it's a serious one, whether it's not a serious one, it's a foul. Ciryl Gane did it 3 times in that fight. You can go back and watch it. He did it 3 fucking times. And the third one was the one that caused the fight to fucking stop. We all saw the replay. We saw that his fingers go into his eye sockets, bro. And we've got another one. We've got a few people here. The fight ended with an eye poke, no contest. The heavyweight division is cursed. That's fucking rough for Tom, double eye poke. If Gane could poke in that bad, I mean, imagine John Jones. Gane, you can't be mad. You clearly poked him. Learn to keep your hands closed. That's what I mean, bro. Like, just keep your hands closed, man. Just keep your hands fucking closed. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Just this. Not this. It's not fucking hard, bro. It's not rocket science, is it? Yeah, this is going to be the last video that I do on this topic, I feel like. Unless something else comes out about it. I'm just kind of like at a loss with these MMA fans, bro. That are like... Well, like, instead of criticising Ciryl Gane for committing a foul, they're criticising Tom Aspinall for receiving a foul. Oh, Tom got poked in the eye. What a fucking bitch! It's crazy. Like, no, I've not seen. I mean, people that are like smart are obviously criticising Ciryl Gane, but you got the dumb cunt MMA fans online. They just never trained in their entire fucking life. And I can say that I've trained because I have trained, and I'm going to be training again soon. I'm taking a little bit of time off because I've just, we've just had a little baby boy. I'm going to get back to it. Even I know with my limited amount of training, you don't fight like this. You don't do this. It's closed fists. It's like this. Like, it's not hard to do. Even in the UFC gloves, they don't pry your fingers up like fucking that. They don't force your hands to curve, which maybe they need to invest in, like the Pride gloves or something. But they don't like, erect your fingers. You know what I mean? Like, it isn't hard to just close your fists. It's not impossible. That's how we fix it, by penalising these fucking dirty cunt fighters. Like, subscribe, links are down below. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit.